In this presentation, Group 5's members, Jeremy Perkins, Amanda Royal, and Tabitha Smith, will respond to Group 4's scenario for Module 2, Budget and Finance. The problem: enrollment is lower than expected. Second grade classes have the lowest enrollment. Therefore, 1, possibly 2 teaching positions will no longer receive funding from the district or the state. Points to consider. Title I funding is available to fund the preservation of the position. Using Title I funds to preserve the position will deplete funds for instructional supplies, technological resources, parent involvement initiatives, and a part-time tutor. Title I funding has already been allocated for K2 and 3-5 interventionist positions. There are several options to consider. Option 1. Use Title I funds to preserve the second grade teaching position, resulting in a depletion of funding for instructional and technological resources, part-time tutoring position, and parental involvement resources. Option 2. Ask a second grade teacher to transfer to another school, resulting in the creation of a second, third grade combination class and an intact Title I budget, allowing for initial Title I expenditure goals. Option 3. Ask a second grade teacher to transfer to another school and then disperse the second grade students from that class to the other second grade classes. This would drastically increase the number of students per classroom. This option would allow the Title I budget to stay intact, making funds available for initial Title I expenditure goals. In a situation such as this, we know options that include cutting a position or increasing class sizes doesn't seem to be ideal. Without actually being in the school and having knowledge of the culture, the climate, the performance data, and various other factors, it is difficult to truly know what the best solution to the problem would be. Thus, a recommendation grounded in research-based practices is offered. Our recommendation: in an effort to keep the Title I budget intact and to protect the initial expenditure goals established to support and develop student achievement, 2 of the 6 teacher assistant positions could be traded for the preservation of the second grade teaching position. With the remaining 4 teacher assistant positions, 2 possible options include assigning 2 teacher assistants to kindergarten and 2 to first grade, or arranging for the 4 teacher assistants to work in kindergarten for half of the day and in first grade the other half of the day. What the research states: smaller classes in the early grades, K3, can boost student achievement. A class size of no more than 18 students per teacher is required to produce the greatest benefits. Minority and low-income students show even greater gains when placed in small classes in the primary grades. The research also states, in a reanalysis of the Tennessee STAR experiment, that small classes in kindergarten through 3rd grade provide short and long-term benefits for students, teachers, and society at large. Poor, minority, and male students reap extra benefits in terms of improved test outcomes, school engagement, and reduced grade retention and dropout rates. Our conclusion: in this situation, the best solution will have negative ramifications. However, in making a decision, one must consider the option most favorable for overall student learning.